This is water I pulled from your tap. See, it's pretty clean. Ours is incredibly clean. And this is just the basin of your rainbow. This is very similar to the Rainmate. Water, antimicrobial, and sweat proof. What did I say earlier?
Sweat free.
Sweat free. So you're never gonna pick it up while it's sitting on the basin. You're never gonna find water on the floor or anything. All right, what do you guys know about a rainbow?
It vacuums.
Just vacuums.
Right.
Well, here she is. You hear the noise it's making?
Mm-hmm.
It's on its idle mode. You guys ever looked through the window, or you ever see like sunlight come down through the window, like on a Saturday? You're laying around and you see all that stuff floating in it. What do you think that stuff is?
Dust and dirt.
Dust, dirt, head dander,
Mm-hmm.
skin cells, floating skin cells. They're sticky. And where do you think that stuff goes?
On the furniture.
Yeah, lays on the furniture. You also
Inhale it.
right, and it just sticks to your lungs. All right, imagine this is the lung of your house.
Oh,
Yes.
that's clever.
You would rather it be in here than in there.
That's really clever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use that
I
myself.
like that. Okay. So, sitting like this right here on its little idle setting, it's doing 6 different things. I'm gonna go through those 6 things. Right now, the first one is purifying the air. Not only does dust and dirt and dander float around the air, but also like sickness
Mold spores.
and mold spores, yeah. And you can literally watch, see where all this stuff's going.
Dude, why is there still shit on our floors we just vacuumed? With a rainbow. Brett, stop.
Okay, yeah. So, while it's sitting at your house all day, again, it's designed to run 365, 24/7. You never have to worry about if it's going to overheat or anything like that. It's designed to run just like this all day long, every day. While it's running like this all day long, every day, it's sucking all of the bullshit out of the air into your lung here. So instead of you breathing it in, your rainbow is going to breathe it in. Also, let me ask you this: who does the dusting in the house?
Me.
You, the woman.
Oh, yep.
Damn straight.
I was told today that it was my job.
How do you dust? What do you use to dust?
I use like Pledge and a rag.
In a rag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You ever feel like you're just kind of stirring it around? Like, I know the rag picks up some of it, but you ever just feel like you're stirring it around? You ever like wipe it in?
Yeah.
And like 30 seconds later, you look back on the same thing you wiped and it's dirty again with dust. This is going to help you tremendously with that. So, its second function is a duster. Is this when you show the attachment too?
No.
That's later?
Yep.
Okay. So it's duster. Its second function is a duster. And this is how, and this is why. Because all the dust floating around that you've stirred up when you did it with your rag is now airborne, it's floating around, but your house lung is going to pull it right into here, into the opening here, and it's going to trap it in this water, and it's never going to see air again. Okay? And you'll notice you'll dust a quarter of the time you used to. You'll feel the need to dust a quarter of the time that you used to. So, you guys use, I know we talked about humidifiers earlier with the Rainmate. I don't remember if you said you had one or not. Did you have a humid? Are you paying attention?
I am. I was thinking about all the stuff you forgot. I was just going to remind you of later.
What?
No. Like,
No, I know I forgot some stuff.
like turn it on high and talk about how you take it to each room and how it's pulling at 150 miles per hour. Because you have to show high at some point.
Yeah, you're right. Let me go back to high.
Go ahead. We're still on dusting right now anyway.
Is that when you? Okay, you're purifying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, when you're its second function is a duster. Sitting like this, it's gonna dust the house, yada yada yada. But if you want to like quickly clean a room, it has 2 settings. This is the high setting. It is now pulling air 150 miles an hour. It's designed to run like this for up to 8 hours. You can sit in any room. Go to the grocery store, come back, and you're going to notice the air quality is going to be a lot different. Like I said, it's designed to run for 8 hours like that. On high, if you will. So, the third thing, it's also a humidifier. It's 2,000 square feet. It will humidify the area just like the Rainmate does. You're never gonna find that sticky residue, or you're never gonna see like beads of water on the windows or anything. It puts out the perfect amount of humidity for a comfortable environment. Okay, we're purifying, dusting, humidifying. The fourth one is sanitizing. We are certified by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation to prevent asthma.
That should have gone where you were talking about your air purification. But yes.
I just got the purification.
No, purification was your very
the
first
first
one. You're on
one's
humidifying right now. Or you actually just said sanitizing.
Yeah.
And with humidifying
okay,
too.
Yes. So we're back to the Asthma and Allergy Foundation.
Because we remove
Because we removed 99.97% of airborne bacteria
of all indoor air pollutants.
and indoor air pollutants.
You really are doing so good especially for you to have not done anything in so
I
long.
just went to the convention. I feel like I should know it all.
No, because you didn't watch a demo.
That's true. Okay. Green stuff.
My green stuff is right over there if you want to get it out.
No. So also, another thing that floats around in the air are airborne bacteria and sickness. Things that'll make you sick, basically. Mold, stuff like that. And then, I'm going to add the green shit. Okay. You guys smell that? Does that smell remind you of any place you've been before?
Yeah, like a hospital or something.
You're exactly right. It's... What's the word? Pro-alcohol?
It's triethylene
Triethylene glycol. Triethylene glycol is... Hospitals run triethylene glycol through their ventilation systems because it kills germs on contact. So, it's wintertime, you got kids coming home from school, and they're sniffling and sneezing, and you don't want that stuff to spread, obviously. Take a little bit of this, take a capful of this, turn your rainbow on high, dump it in there, let it run for a couple minutes, and it's gonna vaporize in here, and it's gonna spread it throughout 2,000 square foot of your home. Any germs it comes in contact with, it's gonna kill them, and you're gonna keep the risk of spreading that stuff around way down. Also, if you don't like the way the triglycol smells,
This is where you can call it the green stuff.
if you don't like the way the green stuff smells, you don't want your house to smell like a hospital. You can take any of our natural oils, pour the green stuff in there, put your oil right on top of it, and the green stuff's still going to do its job of killing germs and stuff, but the oil is going to mask the smell. It's going to smell like the oil you've put in there instead of smelling like a hospital.
Oh, so it's also a deodorizer.
Yes, that's the next thing. So, it's a purifier, a duster, humidifier, sanitizer, and now it is also a deodorizer. That was deodorizer. Like I said, you can turn this on high, put you some smells in there, and it's going to do the same thing the Rainmate does, but on a much larger scale. So you could set it in the kitchen. Let's say you've cooked something that smells like horse shit, and you're ready for it to stop smelling that way. You can just add any of the scents you want, and it's going to mask the smell. It's going to take the smell out of the air and turning it into your berry smell, if you will. Okay, so we've got a purifier, a duster, a humidifier, sanitizer, also a deodorizer. The last thing is a vaporizer. Oh, I kind of talked about that when I just talked about the food thing.
No, because you haven't. The only thing that makes it vaporize is the eucalyptus.
What about the green stuff?
No, the green stuff doesn't vaporize. The green stuff is solely a sanitizer.
Right, but it has to be vapor in order for it to hit things. In
No, you're thinking about it completely differently.
the air. I guess so. Okay, the last thing is the vaporizer. You can add your eucalyptus in here right before you go to bed at night, and like we talked about earlier, eucalyptus is a natural airway clear relaxer.
It's a vaporizer.
Vaporizer. And I don't like that.
It's okay. We're working on it. It's fine. Because remember too, with the sanitizer, this is where you mention things like the QT bathroom, and you're walking in your house, and it's all over your house now and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a vaporizer. You can use the eucalyptus stuff to. It's also proven to reduce snoring up to 80%. My parents run it in their room before they go to bed every night, and my mom claims my dad snores a quarter of the time he used to.
How about not at all?
Not at all.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's a vaporizer. And now I go to the stuff, right? The attachments and shit.
Yeah, but that's when typically I'll just say like, do you have any questions about what I've already gone through, like how the rainbow can help your health? And then when typically they say no because I think they're overwhelmed, and then you're just gonna go, okay, well now I'm gonna show you how the rainbow can completely clean your home, and you'll get to throw away everything you've ever had to use to clean your home.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.